Welcome to Great Day here on KCWI Channel 23. Definitely one of our favorite parts of the show is when we bring in the headliner from the Funny Bone, give you some great laughs to kick off your Friday morning, and very honored to introduce you to Tom Rhodes this morning.
Tom
Good morning.
Good morning.
I have to say, one of the best dressed comedians we've had in here in a really long time.
I tell you.
They usually come in flip-flops and torn T-shirts.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I think that's the the usual.
Pauly Shore sunglasses.
Can I just start by saying I love that you and I are dressed very similar.
Yeah.
It shows that you're a man of style and quality. But I grew up in Florida, and I was just in Florida visiting my family before I came here. And to hear anyone say a steamy 73 gave me quite the chuckle.
Where in Florida are you from?
I grew up in Orlando.
Okay.
Did
you work for the Mouse?
No, but my brother and sister did.
Okay.
Yeah. Disney World, of course, is there. There's a lot of amusement parks there. There's an amusement park called the Holy Land Experience.
Okay.
And it's remarkable. They've recreated ancient Jerusalem at a highway exit. And I have to say the place is very authentic because the parking lot is full of Palestinians and they can't get in. But yeah, no, it's like, it is so hot in Florida, and like it's so funny to come here and be like, oh my God, it's so hot, and it's like 84. This is like what people put their air conditioning settings.
It's the heat index, though. That's what I keep
This is my thing. I lived in Florida for a period of time.
Where did you live?
I lived down in Miami.
Okay, that's the cool part, Latin people and Congo dancing.
Yeah, it was fantastic. If it feels this way, I want to be in Florida when it feels like this. I don't want to be in Iowa.
You want to be by a beach.
I want to be by a beach. I want to be by water. I want to be in Miami. I don't want to be in Iowa and have this humidity going on. I guess that's the biggest.
It's not really humid here. It's really lovely.
It's not bad.
This
it's
is
not
like,
bad.
I mean, Florida, your clothes get wet.
Right.
It's only 8:30 in the morning, though. It's going to get toasted.
But still, even later when it's in the 90s, it's not that bad
It's not
here.
the same.
It's absolutely lovely.
It's not the same. Okay, well,
The Funny Bone is air conditioned, so it's a good place to
Funny
be.
Bone is
Bone
they
has
have it,
got
technology.
ice cold air conditioning and me, so it's a great place,
the place
to
you
be.
should
I want to hear about this. You lived in Amsterdam for 5 years. Year to year, what years were you there in Amsterdam? This fascinates me.
I moved to Amsterdam in the year 2000 and moved back in 2005. I had a late night talk show on Dutch television for 3 years. I was like the David Letterman of Holland.
How did that happen?
Well, I had a sitcom on NBC. I don't know if you know. You guys obviously haven't read any biography information, but
we try to be surprised by our guests.
You like to be surprised by the guests.
We want you to tell us.
It's
no problem.
It's a many-faceted diamond.
So yeah, when I had a lot of money after I had an NBC sitcom, and I looked at that as my artist grant, and I lived in New York City, and then I started taking trips to London, and when I got in with London, that led to gigs all over Europe, and I fell in love with a Dutch girl. And
love brought you to Amsterdam.
Love is the reason to move anywhere. So I moved to Amsterdam. We were together for 2 years, and then the girl dumped me. And I was just about to move back to the United States when these people saw me performing at a comedy club in Amsterdam, this network people, and they were looking for an American to host a late night talk show, and I got the job.
That's interesting.
And what better way to get back at an ex-girlfriend than to get wildly famous in our little country?
Good for you.
She's standing in the rain at the bus stop looking at my poster.
Please take me back, please.
No, but it was one of the best experiences of my life. I was like a foreigner experiencing Dutch culture. So every episode I got to film a 5-minute film where I would experience Dutch culture. Like one day I spent with a Dutch farmer, doing farmer things, and I walked into an electric fence. The guy said, "Look out for the electric fence" in Dutch, but I don't speak Dutch. Blah, 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 blah. Got to see a tour of the gay scene of Amsterdam by the director of the Gay Pride Parade. All kinds of. They explained the laws to me. I got to cover the Prime Minister debates. I married a Dutch woman, and not the woman that I moved there for. And I met her a few years after the television show was done. I was doing a theater tour over there. And it actually worked against me that I had been on television because Dutch people are unimpressed with celebrity.
Like by nature, they did.
Yeah. I saw Lenny Kravitz walking around Amsterdam once, and nobody was bothering him. Granted, his last 4 albums weren't that good, but yeah, people walk around there. They're,
Do you find a lot of superstars go there just because they know they'll be left alone?
Probably, yeah.
Well, we saw a picture of Vin Diesel's birthday is today or tomorrow, I forget which, and I remember reading about him and saying that he moved to Europe because, just as you said, no one cares.
They don't
no one
bother
bothers
him
him over there.
Marvin Gaye moved to Amsterdam.
Just to get away from.
No, Marvin Gaye moved to Belgium.
Amsterdam, Belgium. I mean,
Yeah, it's a different. It's
Yes.
right next to it. He after he had his coke problem and he was absorbed in cocaine and pornography, and a very good friend of his, a rich guy in Belgium, invited him there, and that's where he cleaned up. It was a little town on the coast, not far from Antwerp.
Is
Big Marvin Gaye
Amsterdam just as a guy from Iowa would think it is, just crazy and loose and free spirited and all that?
No, and unfortunately, like a lot of tourists go there and they stay in the red light district, and it's like Dutch people hate marijuana.
yeah.
And they're historically great business people. So none of this is funny, but it's
No, I wanna
it's
hear it.
informative.
No, it is.
They tolerate marijuana because they know people are going to do drugs and they want to make money off of
Right.
it. But they teach their kids that drugs are for losers. And I saw several times school trips of like 12-year-old kids through the red light district, and the teachers explaining to them that this is bad and you don't want to end up like this, but it's an economic reality.
It's a field trip through the red light district.
That's how open and progressive Dutch people
Wow.
are.
All right. Well, I imagine we'll hear more about World Travels coming up here in
Okay.
just a minute with our Funny Bone headliner tonight and tomorrow. Don't miss them. And we'll have more details on that coming up here in just a moment. Stay tuned. A great day here on KCWI.